I would not want that in the.
See, not even the graphic, right?
No.
You haven't even read it yet.
I don't want to see that.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
They're just saying, nope. We don't even need you to read it. If we see that, we do not want that in schools. Yeah, just much like you don't want Playboy magazine in schools, right? Pretty fair stuff. What is the argument in favor of this? What on earth is the argument in favor of this? They didn't even need, and I'm going to have to blur this stuff out just because I learned my lesson on my last upload, but they didn't even need to read it. They say, okay, even for high schoolers, that just doesn't need to be in the library where younger kids can get a hold of it. But it's not just a conversation of high school. A lot of these books are pushed in high school, which, by the way, like 9th grade kids are pretty darn young, but they're also pushed in middle schools, even found in some elementary schools. Let's move on.
Licking the bottom.
oh, read the definition as well.
Oh, licking the bottom.
And
Eating poop. You want me to keep going?
yeah, I mean, if you want to keep going, you can.
Okay. Sisters, a sexual position for two, not cool. No, that's not appropriate for kids.
I mean, teaching kids what is, that's a little bit out there for me.
No, right. No, that's not appropriate for kids. I think anybody,
At least anybody that's semi-rational, right?
I love how she's just cringing at reading this stuff because it's so unbelievable that it is being pushed on anybody under the age of 18. It just doesn't even seem like a battle that they need to have. However, that's where we are today. The left will literally fight to have these in high schools, in middle schools. They will fight to have it in middle schools, for sure. No doubt about it. Absolutely. One thing I wanted to note, when I went out and did my version of this video in Philadelphia, I went to the Moms for Liberty Summit, spoke with moms at Moms for Liberty, also spoke with counter-protesters outside. And when it came to the counter-protesters outside, one argument that they would bring up is just, oh, well, this whole argument is just a spearhead for white supremacy. That's what it is. That's why you guys have a problem with it. It's like, no, I think it's pretty normal people that don't want this stuff in schools. Right? It's a fairly common, like, just your average person from 6 years ago, maybe. Like, that seems like who doesn't want this in schools.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's appropriate content for,
Not appropriate for children, right?
No.
Don't ban all books, but ban very specific,
Correct.
over sexualized books, right?
Right. Agreed.
But then who's going to decide? Like, what's the deciding factor? Where do you draw the line? That's
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the complications there, for sure. No doubt about that. However, I think there's a few areas where people can pretty much draw the line, whether it be, it's not a gay thing, whether it be straight, gay, whatever it is. KINK education probably doesn't need to be in a public school where your taxpayer dollars are paying for that. You know, you can go out and get these books, hence them not being banned, right? But when it comes to taxpayer dollars in a public school, I think most parents should have a say in what is in those school libraries and what isn't. KINK education seems like a pretty easy line to draw.